A blast from the past. Remember envelopes? Let's go back in time. Picture this. It's a Friday night, and you're heading to your local video rental store. Remember the days of going to the video store? The excitement of walking through those doors, the smell of popcorn in the air? You know, those magical places with aisles and aisles of movies? Rows upon rows of VHS tapes and DVDs, each one a potential adventure. You'd spend hours browsing, hoping to find the perfect film. The thrill of discovery, the joy of finding that hidden gem. And then bam, someone already rented it? Ugh, the worst. The disappointment of seeing that empty spot where your movie should be. But then, in 1997, something amazing happened. A revolution in how we watched movies was about to begin. Netflix came along and changed everything. No more trips to the store, no more late fees. Remember those little red envelopes? They were a game changer. You'd open your mailbox and there it was, your next movie night. Netflix would mail DVDs straight to your house. It was like magic. No more driving, no more searching, no more late fees, hallelujah, or fighting over the last copy of Titanic. You could keep the movie as long as you wanted. Those were the days, my friends. The joy of movie nights at home, the excitement of waiting for the next envelope to arrive. Families gathered around the TV, friends coming over for a movie marathon. It was a simpler time, a time of shared experiences. And while the world has moved on to streaming, there's something special about those red envelopes. A piece of history, a reminder of how far we've come. Today we have endless choices at our fingertips, but let's not forget the joy of those early days, the excitement of finding that red envelope in the mail. So here's to the memories, to the magic of movie nights, and to the little red envelopes that started it all. 1997, and Netflix was born. So how did Netflix even start? Let's take a trip back in time. Two brilliant guys named Reed Hastings and Mark Randolph had an idea. They were visionaries, looking to change the way we consume media. Legend has it that they came up with the concept while driving between Hollywood and Silicon Valley. Imagine the scenic route, the open road, and the spark of innovation. Some say they were stuck in traffic, frustrated by the inefficiencies of traditional video rental stores. Others say they were brainstorming business ideas, fueled by their passion for technology and entertainment. Whatever happened, thank goodness for that car ride, right? It was a moment of serendipity that would change the entertainment industry forever. At first, Netflix was like a video store on the internet. You could browse their website, which was quite revolutionary at the time. You'd pick a movie and they'd mail it to you. Simple. No more driving to the store or dealing with late fees. But here's the genius part. They introduced a subscription model. For a monthly fee, you could rent as many DVDs as you wanted. No late fees, ever. This was a game changer. Customers loved the convenience and the freedom from late fees. It was a win-win situation. It was a revolutionary idea. Netflix wasn't just a company, it was a movement that would redefine how we watch movies and TV shows. In the early days, Netflix operated out of a small warehouse, with employees packing DVDs by hand. It was a humble beginning, but the vision was grand. As the company grew, so did its ambitions. They expanded their library, improved their website, and started to gain a loyal customer base. Fast forward a few years, and Netflix would go on to pioneer the streaming service model, leading the digital revolution in entertainment. Today, Netflix is synonymous with binge-watching, original content, and a vast library of movies and TV shows. It's hard to imagine a world without it. From a small startup to a global powerhouse, Netflix's journey is a testament to the power of innovation and perseverance. And it all started with two guys, a car ride, and a brilliant idea. And that's how Netflix was born. The DVD revolution. So long, Blockbuster! Remember Blockbuster? It was the go-to place for movie nights, a haven for film lovers. Rows and rows of VHS tapes and DVDs, the smell of popcorn in the air, and the excitement of finding that perfect movie to watch. They were the kings of movie rentals. Or so they thought. Every Friday night, families and friends would flock to their local Blockbuster, eager to pick out the latest releases or rediscover old favorites. But then, Netflix came along and, well, let's just say Blockbuster didn't see it coming. Netflix started as a DVD rental service, but with a twist. Instead of driving to a store, you could have DVDs mailed directly to your home. People loved the convenience of Netflix. No more rushing to return a movie before the store closed, no more late fees piling up. It was a game changer. No more driving, no more late fees, just movies delivered right to your doorstep. It was a no-brainer. You could sit back, relax, and enjoy your movie without ever leaving your couch. Netflix's subscription model was a game changer. For a low monthly fee, you could rent as many DVDs as you wanted. It was a revolutionary idea that changed the way people watched movies. For one low price, you could watch all the movies your heart desired. It was like having an endless library of films at your fingertips. Families could enjoy movie nights without the hassle of driving to a store. It was like having a personal video store in your mailbox. Every time you opened your mailbox, it felt like a little gift waiting for you. The excitement of receiving a new DVD never got old. As Netflix grew, Blockbuster started to shrink. The once mighty giant of movie rentals couldn't keep up with the changing times. Store after store began to close, and the Blockbuster empire crumbled. It was like watching David take down Goliath, but with DVDs instead of slingshots. Netflix's innovative approach and customer-friendly model proved to be too much for Blockbuster to handle. The era of Blockbuster came to an end, and a new age of movie watching began. Streaming dreams in 2007, who needs DVDs anyway? In 2007, Netflix did something truly groundbreaking. They launched their streaming service. At first, they only had a few thousand movies and TV shows available, but people loved the idea of watching instantly. No more waiting for the mailman. Streaming was still in its early days back then. Remember how long it took to download a song? Streaming a movie was like a miracle, but Netflix made it work. They invested heavily in technology and built a streaming platform that could handle millions of viewers. Section 5, 2010, World Domination begins. By 2010, Netflix was on fire. They had millions of subscribers in the United States, but they didn't stop there. Netflix set their sights on the world. They launched in Canada, Latin America, and Europe. People everywhere were hooked. Netflix realized that people all over the world love to be entertained. They started offering subtitles and dubbing in different languages. They even started producing original content in other countries. Talk about going global. Section 6. Original content, baby. In 2013, Netflix did something completely unexpected. They released their first original series, House of Cards. And guess what? It was a huge hit. People went crazy for the political drama starring Kevin Spacey. House of Cards changed everything. It showed that Netflix wasn't just a streaming service, they were a content powerhouse. They followed up with other hit shows like Orange is the New Black, Stranger Things, and The Crown. Netflix originals became all the rage. Section 7, Netflix and chill? Remember the days when you had to wait a whole week for the next episode of your favorite show? Torture, right? Well, Netflix put an end to that with binge watching. They released entire seasons of their shows at once. You could watch as much as you wanted, whenever you wanted. Dangerous, I know. Binge watching became a national pastime. People would call in sick to work just to finish a season of Stranger Things. Netflix even added a feature that automatically plays the next episode. You're welcome. Section 8. Global takeover. Netflix learns new languages. Netflix didn't just conquer the world with English language content. They started producing shows and movies in other languages too. There was Money Heist from Spain, Lupin from France, and Squid Game from South Korea. And guess what? People loved them. Squid Game became a global phenomenon. It was the most watched Netflix show ever. Who knew a show about deadly children's games could be so popular? Netflix certainly did. Section 9, Awards galore, Emmys, Oscars, and more. Remember when people thought Netflix was just for watching reruns of Friends? Those days are long gone. Netflix started winning awards left and right. They won Emmys for their shows, Oscars for their movies, and even Grammys for their music. Talk about overachievers. Netflix proved that streaming services could be just as good as traditional Hollywood studios. They even surpassed them in many ways. Netflix gave a platform to diverse voices and told stories that traditional studios wouldn't touch. Section 10, the future of Netflix. What's next? So, what's next for Netflix? Well, they're not resting on their laurels, that's for sure. They're continuing to invest in new technologies like virtual reality and interactive storytelling. They're also expanding into new markets like gaming. Netflix is always looking for new ways to entertain us. They're constantly innovating and pushing the boundaries of what's possible. I can't wait to see what they come up with next. Section 11. In conclusion, Netflix changed everything. From humble beginnings as a DVD rental service to global streaming giant, Netflix has come a long way. They changed the way we watch movies and TV shows. They gave us binge-watching, original content, and a whole world of entertainment at our fingertips. So, the next time you're curled up on the couch, binge-watching your favorite Netflix show, take a moment to appreciate how far they've come. And maybe send a little thank you note to Reed and Mark while you're at it.